I hope y'all ready for this show, man. I'm telling you, every day, waking up to this matrix we in right now is a show. It is a show. Get in here, get in here, get in here. Ricardo Hamilton, Crypto Rick, constantly, continuously, consistently building wealth in precious metal assets and crypto. Man, happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. I have to go live today. We had the State of Union address yesterday, and I'm going to show one of my favorite parts about it. Obviously, I want to talk about the confirmed banking crisis and bank failures that we are expecting to see and what they aren't telling you. Okay. I also want to talk about gold. Okay. Gold and silver, of course, because I'm going to tell you what they're not. Okay. You don't hear Jerome Powell telling you, hey, you might want to hedge against financial crisis and inflation by saving your money in silver and gold. Okay. You might want to secure your wealth and create a legacy in real money, God's money, physical silver and gold. But I'm going to tell you if they won't. Okay. So shout out to the runners and everybody that's been liking and following it. And look, we're doing some phenomenal things right now. We about to run up a big bag of cash flow. And we're getting a lot of precious metals at the best price possible. So I'm gonna talk about that on today. But let me play this, right? Because I'm telling you. Now, I don't want to get too political because some people lean very left, some people lean very right. And at the end of the day, we getting screwed either way. I hope you do realize that no party, left or right, has really taken care of the American people the way that we would like to have seen, especially with the way they print money, right? But I will say this. Let me play my favorite part of the State of the Union, okay, speech. Let me bring this up here, okay? This is my favorite part, okay? Because when I saw this, I was like, he just confirmed some things. So I'm going to press play and you see if you catch it.
Good evening. Good evening. If I were smart, I'd go home now.
That was it right there for me, folks. So obviously he continued, okay? So you put two and two together. If he was smart, he'd have went home right now, right? So he stayed and he said a whole lot of nothing, okay? A whole lot of contradiction, a whole lot of hypocrisy, half-truths and everything else. But that was funny to me. I mean, if he was smart, he said it himself. He said if he was smart, he would go home right now. Okay. And what did he do? He stayed. So there you go. It's just a dog and pony show. It's crazy. Honestly, I wake up and I'm like, what's next? What's tomorrow bring? You know what I mean? It's like you're anticipating something, you know what I mean? And even at that State of the Union speech, some people caught it. He talked about the roofs that were being protected from the fires, right? And a lot of people have seen where people who have blue roofs, the houses were saved from these fires that were taking place. But I don't want to get distracted with all that. I want to really focus on what I want to talk about today was what Jerome Powell acknowledged and confirmed that affects you monetarily. See, politics and everything else is dicey, but everybody's affected by the monetary system. I don't care if you're short, tall, black, white, whatever, sexual orientation, creed, religion, whatever, it doesn't matter. Everybody's affected by the dollar. Everybody's affected by this debt-based fiat monetary system. Everybody's affected by the Federal Reserve and their monetary policy, this private bank. The Federal Reserve is not a part of the United States government. I know I can pull up a clip now and you're going to watch Jerome Powell testify to Congress and senators and in meetings and ask questions. And it looks like they're going to ask some tough questions. And it makes it look like there's some form of accountability and that he has to respond to Congress and they have to, checks and balance. It doesn't exist, folks. The Federal Reserve is a private banking cartel. It is a private bank. It is unauditable, which means nobody can check the books. Nobody can really see what's going on. Nobody can check them out. You know what I mean? We just got to go by what they say, right? There's no transparency. Okay. This is why blockchain and everything else is such a threat, because blockchain is transparent. Okay. For one thing, but this is a private bank. They do not have to answer to U.S., but they to the Senate and the Congress and all that. but they want to make it look like they do, right? So let me pull up what Jerome Powell said, because, you know, I've been telling people this stuff for years, okay? And I tell people all the time, I'd rather be 1 year or even 2 years too early than 1 day too late to the largest wealth transfer in history, to the reset of the monetary system. Because when you're too late, you're too late. That's it. You're either priced out, or the dollar it ain't worth what it ain't gonna get you nowhere, right? Or they're not selling the assets, you won't get it. You know, when everybody's wanted to buy and nobody wanted to sell type of situation, okay? And the assets take off. So let me play what Jerome Powell had to say for you guys here, because they're telling you, they're telling you what's coming. And let me play this clip here from TikTok. Let me pull this up.
We'll be working on it for years more, I'm sure. There will be bank failures, but this is not the big banks. If you look at the very big banks, it's not.
I don't know if y'all can hear that very well. The volume is low, but he did say there will be bank failures. Let me play that back.
For years more, I'm sure. There will be bank failures, but this is not the big bank.
Yeah, he goes in to say that there will be bank failures, but then he says, it's not the big banks. It's not the big. It's not the big banks now, not yet. But the big banks are sitting there complaining about Basel III, right? And them having capital requirements, okay, and their inability to facilitate that and compete globally. Oh, but don't worry, we'll deal with that later on. It's not the big banks right now. It's just the regional banks, the smaller banks, right? But they don't want to touch on, why are we seeing a banking crisis? Could this have been averted? Do we even need you anymore, Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve? Because apparently you're failing at your mandate. Inflation is running high. Okay, the economy is in shambles. We don't need you. You guys aren't doing what you're mandated to do. But let's continue to listen to the malarkey, right? See what Jerome Powell is going to continue to say.
Banks. If you look at the very big banks, it's not a first order issue for any of the very large banks. It's more, smaller and medium sized banks that have these issues. We're working with them. We're getting through it. I think it's manageable is the word I would use, but it's a very active thing for us and the other regulators, and it will be for some time.
As you're talking with these,
see what he says there. Let me pause that there in case you missed it. He says it's manageable, but it's very active, which means it's not manageable. I can't manage something that's active. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can monitor it. You see what I'm saying? But it's active, and therefore I'm in response to. I'm not proactive. You see what I'm saying? So they don't know necessarily. Just understand something about the Federal Reserve and Jerome Powell and them. They're in uncharted territory. They literally don't know what to do. They're you know what I'm saying? Like, we are in a place where they are just trying things now. And understand something. All the Federal Reserve can do is either print money, right, or lower and raise interest rates, which, by the way, do you know how the Federal Reserve manipulates the interest rates? They can't just, the Federal Reserve just doesn't go to the international community and says, hey, we want rates to be at this price. We want the 1 year at this price. We want the 10-year at this. No, the Federal Reserve doesn't have that type of power, okay, over the global economy. The way that they manipulate the rates is they go in and print money and buy up the bonds, okay? They just printing money, adding digits to the screen. They have to get in here and buy. You see what I'm saying? So it's like this situation that just feeds itself. Inflation, debt. That's why they always talk about the deficit. They will never fix the deficit, right? But this situation that we're in is not managed. They don't have control over it, okay? There is no guarantees, okay, that everything is going to be fine. Oh, it's just some small regional banks. Don't worry about it. No. And the Congress or chairperson there is going to ask about the contagion effect, the domino effect. Everything is intertwined. So if one bank collapses because they ain't had the money, but they owe somebody else money. Now that person is short on the money that they owed. And in all these banks, you got to remember, these banks were borrowing from the Fed and the government at 0% interest rates during COVID and all these loan programs. And now interest rates are higher. those loans are worth more, and they got to write that off on their books. So they're suffering losses right now. They have losses on the books right now. And then we have March 11th coming up to where that window where they were able to access these funds is going away with the programs, right? So don't let Jerome Powell sit there and make you think that everything is sweet, okay? This is why, and I'm going to get to my next article here in a second, and you need to reach out to me or whoever's sharing this with you so they can help you get precious metals at the best price. I'm telling you right now, 99%. I know one company that's not going to overcharge you for precious metals. You need to reach out to me. But every other company that I've ever known is overcharging for precious metals. Okay. I'm going to make sure you get it at the best price. So look, let me finish here with Jerome Powell. And I'm going to get to the next article here real quickly.
Small and medium-sized banks, because we know there's always could be a contagion, which we've seen in the past. Do you have concerns that if they fail, that somehow this is going to impact the financial sector?
We're trying to stay ahead of that. So we also reached out to banks that had high concentrations of uninsured deposits, and particularly uninsured deposits, and a lot of commercial real estate in the office sector. So we're well aware of that issue, and we're just trying to stay ahead of it on a bank by bank basis.
And bullshit. And we don't have a solution. Yeah, we know about the contagion effect. Look, problem, reaction, solution. We're gonna have to wait till the problem arises. Then we're gonna create obviously some panic, and we'll come up with a solution. Oh, they already have the solution, folks. Don't think that they don't have the solution. People who create the problems know the reaction from the problem that they created, and they've already provided a solution. They're just waiting for you to beg for the solution. Okay. One of those solutions is bail-ins. Okay. They're coming after your checking, your savings, your safety deposit box, whatever you got in these banks. Okay. By law, they got the right to take it. Okay. That's one. Okay. Obviously, another thing is they're just going to print more money. They're going to create a new program. Well, banks are in trouble. We got to save the economy. Stop it. We got to save the economy, right? So we got this new program that is going to allow banks to access funds at a discounted rate, and this and that, and this and that. And it's the same BS all over again. And it's the American people who are getting the short end of the stick. Okay. Because of inflation and everything else and the uncertainty in the financial sector. It's crazy. It's crazy watching this. Yeah, bro, I see my brother Austin there. Appreciate everybody in the comments and chat. It'd be a one-man show, sometimes managing multiple things, but I see everybody in there. Stacy, good to see you. Brian, Austin, I see you guys. Hey, M.I.M.S, dead, bro. Don't do that. You overpaying big time. M.I.M.S is one of the places that charges the most. Overcharging big time. M.I.M.S? Don't do that to yourself, Austin. Reach out to me, bro. Reach out to me, and I'm going to take care of you, bro. But yeah, you're paying way too much. You go to M.I.M.S. That's one of the worst places, in my opinion, to get some metals. Yeah, they overcharging big time, bro. Big time. Big time. But it's funny watching this and documenting this stuff in real time, folks. Let me put up the next article, okay? Because there's a reason why we're seeing what we're seeing in the markets right now. There's a reason why. And they're not telling you. And then most people are kind of just, it really sucks for those people who have like a normalcy bias. There's people who really just, think everything is fine. Everything's going to, just be the way it is. And they don't really understand something, that we are in a monumental shift globally. And it is just as big as like the collapse of the Roman Empire or something. I mean, it's even bigger. It's, this is unprecedented. We've never been in this time period in history before, anything of this nature. And a lot of people are walking around just thinking everything is sweet, and it's not. And it's not. So let me pull up this. This is an indicator to me. When you start seeing stuff like this, okay? Let me pull it up here for you guys real quickly. When you start seeing places like this, Costco realized something, okay? Costco got into the gold and silver business. That's a clue, okay? That's a clue. In fact, it's actually helping their companies, their share prices and everything else. but Costco is selling silver and gold coins. Okay, silver and gold is a big item at Costco. Let me say this, you overpaying if you go to Costco too. I'm just telling you right now. I'm excited that people get in gold and silver, but listen, if you can get it at a better price, it's the same product, same precious metal, pure and everything else. You can even get it delivered, and there's no minimums or maximums. Costco is a minimum, a maximum. And I'm gonna read that to you here in a second. But we're talking about being able to get it no minimums, no maximums, get it delivered. It's international, have it stored in the vault if you want. And we're talking about the best prices anywhere, guaranteed, hands down. I want all the smoke, okay? I want all the smoke on the prices. Come get at me, all right? So look, here we go. Costco, let's pull it. Let me zoom in here for a little bit for you guys, man. Costco locked in $1.50 hot dogs, which I don't know who the hell is eating hot dogs in 2024. There's something wrong with you, okay? You need to detox. You need to detox. You got some parasites up in there, man. You're eating hot dogs right now. Okay, them some of the worst carcinogenous things that you can eat. $1.50. Look, that's a problem, okay? Anyways, it's now chasing a different clientele. Precious metals investors and collectors, okay? Costco recently started selling silver coins. People don't understand that silver is a much bigger opportunity than gold, okay? You want, if somebody asks me, do I get physical silver or gold? Get physical silver ASAP, okay? ASAP, all right? The company is selling 25 count tube, 1 ounce silver Canadian maple leaves, which maple leaves, by the way, are my favorite. Look, let me show the screen here. The Canadian maple, the Canadian silver is something about it, man. It's something about it. This is Canadian right here. These 100 ounce silver bars, 2 of them. That's sound money right there. It's something about them Canadian maple leaves, man. I love them. So at least they got some good product. They're still overcharging, but they got some good product, right? So silver coins online now this is what they charging. I'm gonna tell you right now, we beating that price. They charging $675 for a tube of 25, which is not bad. I'm not gonna say they busting your head, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, we still giving you a better deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, people will go across the street to the other gas station if it's 5 cents cheaper, 2 cents cheaper. It could be 1 cent cheaper. They'd be like, I need all mines. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me all my little drop of gas. They put the gas station like this, try to get the last little drop. You can't play around. So I'm just telling you, it's the same thing when it comes to metals too. The front of the coins, it said the front of the coins features a maple leaf, and King Charles III is on the back. The coins are now refundable. Now, see right here, members can purchase maximum of 5. Maximum of 5. Listen, ain't no minimums or maximums in who we dealing with and what we dealing with, folks. Okay, we ain't gonna put no minimums and no maximums on you. Costco is trying to replicate its recent success with gold bars. It began selling $2,000 gold bars online in September. And how much did they sell? They sold more than $100 million worth of gold bars. Now you sit here and look me in the eye and you tell me there ain't no market for people who want silver and gold. You can't tell me that. They just sold over 100 million. Okay, that was a good decision for Costco. $100 million worth of gold bars last quarter. Folks, let me tell you this. This is the other thing about it. Costco ain't gonna pay you for sharing. You could tell somebody, look, hey, they got gold and silver at Costco. Do you think Costco gonna give you a little commission, a little residual, a little passive income for telling somebody to go to Costco? No, you can forget it. But trust and believe, the same company that I'm telling you about that's providing precious metals at the best price is also allowing you to get paid for sharing. Are y'all ready for this? But it says, but Costco move is more than marketing than just an increase, about increased sales. After all, not many people are actually stashing away gold bars in their home. Now that is a semi-true statement, semi-not true statement. It's a lot of people that stashing silver and gold in their home because they know what's going on. Shout out to the runners, okay? It's a lot of people who know what's going on all around the world, and they stashing silver and gold bars in their home, and it should be more. It should be more, especially when we're in a banking crisis. Banking crisis, okay? So people definitely need to get more silver and gold and stash it in their home. It's selling precious metals to try to reinforce its treasure hunt brand image, is what they're saying. Where it preppers its stores with unexpected, limited time items to keep shoppers coming back. So the owner says, what is this co-founder or something that says, we try to create an attitude. If we see it, we ought to buy it because chances are it's going to be out next time. That's the next treasure hunt aspect. We constantly buy the stuff and intentionally run out of it from time to time. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you ain't intentionally run out of metals. It just ain't that much to get. So Costco is selling precious metals as they become more valuable. Gold prices have notched record highs this week. Silver futures are up 21% in the past year. Okay, so silver is up. Precious metal prices have gone up because investors are betting the Federal Reserve will cut interest rates in the back half of the year. Now, it's not just because the Federal Reserve is probably going to cut interest rates, which they probably are going to have to. Okay, which they probably are going to have to, but it's obviously because of a lot of dynamics I just talked about, banking collapse and everything else that's going on. So gold and silver, okay, gold and silver are considered to be one of the most resilient investments. When interest rates fall, holding income-paying assets like bonds become less appealing than owning precious metals. Okay, the type of environment we're in, they're trying to wake people up and let people know, hey, the way the economy is now, you might want to get some gold and silver. Okay, when interest rates are low and falling, as it in this case expect to fall, demand for treasury bond ebbs, and precious metals which do not pay out interest become relatively more attractive. Some investors also believe it to be a hedge against inflation. So this ain't crypto Rick. M.I.M.S been telling you about this. The saying is right here. They're telling you it's a hedge against inflation. So now the question you need to ask yourself right now is, are you and have you and should you be hedging against inflation? And if you have not been hedging against inflation, you need to start now. You need to reach out to whoever shared this video with you. You need to reach out to me so I can help you, so we can help you start hedging against inflation, start doing what the wealthy are doing, start doing what the central banks are doing, start doing what the governments are doing, start doing what the wise and wealthy are doing around the world, which is saving physical silver and gold. I'm just seeing Tyson. What's going on, Tyson? You said there was no audio on that visual. Yeah, don't worry about it. Jerome wasn't saying nothing but confirming what I've been telling you anyway. Y'all can check it out online. I apologize if that video did not come through clear. Yeah, which one is best for buying gold and silver? Yeah, reach out to me here, and I'm gonna send you guys the details on that. So let me get back to this article really quickly. Let's see here. Some investors believe that's a hedge against inflation, wagering that they will hold their value even if it begins to surge, even though metals face price fluctuations like any other commodity. And it goes on and it goes on. But folks, I just wanted to share that because it's just confirmation that you're in the right space. If you're saving in silver and gold, if you've been saving in silver and gold, congratulations. And especially congratulations, because let's check this out. And you guys are going to see here, as I go to infinite market cap, that gold is up. Okay. Let me hit refresh. It says 2190, 7 days up, almost 5%. Gold is breaking out, folks, all-time highs. Silver as well is up 5%. It's not by accident that these assets are up. And the question you got to ask yourself is, has the purchasing power of your dollar went up in the last week, right? That's a good one. It's a joke. Obviously the dollar is not gaining in value. Your dollars are not buying you more. Your dollars are not an asset. The dollar is a liability. So what you want to get really good at, okay, is converting liabilities into assets. And that's simply saving your money in physical silver and gold, right? Physical silver and gold. It's not rocket science, man. I'm telling you, it's not rocket science. I know it's, it seems like something that's got to be deep. It's not. It's really simple. Start saving in physical silver and gold, right? Have it delivered to your home. Have it stored in a military grade vault. We got the companies for you, okay? We got the best systems for you, right? We getting wealthy in precious metal assets, like real talk, and we create some serious cash flow. So for all the entrepreneurs out there, for the people who realize they need, to have additional stream of income, they can't rely on one stream of income. For people who like cash flow, I'm telling you, we're doing something that's never been done before in the precious metal space. I'm just telling you right now. If you think you know what I'm talking about, you better contact me so you can make sure you know what I'm talking about. Okay, real talk, because there's a whole difference between thinking and knowing. Okay, and I want to know, and I want to make sure that you are actually getting it from the best place with the best price possible. So gold and silver on a tear, and it's going higher. And the last thing I'll talk about, I didn't even have the article pulled up, but I do want to reference it. BRICS, okay, BRICS and their central, them using blockchain, okay, to conduct global trade and commerce, okay. One thing about BRICS, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and a whole lot of other countries, they are buying and holding more gold than they ever have any time period in history. And I'm telling you right now, the financial system that they're putting on the blockchain is going to be backed by assets, commodities, resources. Okay, this system of credit and debt is done. At least if it's not, there's no assets tied to it. Just printing paper, creating credit from nowhere. This fugazi, smoke and mirror stuff is going away. You're gonna have to have something real. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have something real. So make sure that you guys get in position and start accumulating something real. And lastly, let me see. Ricardo, can you please come to Detroit, Motor City? I might be in Detroit. Who knows, man? But when I'm there, Brother David, I'll tap in. Brother Austin said, I'm interested big time. I've been with y'all for years. Where's the best place to contact you? Yeah, you can obviously send me an email, reach out to me on Facebook, message me, a messenger or TikTok. I'll go ahead and put my email should be in my bio, which y'all can email me. I'll throw that in the chat as well, rhamilton19@gmail.com. Yeah, man. I mean, this is some epic times that we're in, especially as we get closer to the summertime. There's just some things that are taking place that are going to accelerate the market. I mean, especially in crypto and everything else. And I got off of a live stream. Shout out to Mike Healy. Shout out to the Debtbox Army. Okay. Debtbox getting ready to melt faces. Okay. The Debtbox, the debt ecosystem, the debt projects. I'm just telling you, you guys know we've been accumulating these tokens, accumulating these nodes, NFTs for quite some time now. And a lot of the layer 2 tokens are, almost at their all-time lows, while the actual debt token is breaking out here, getting ready to go to new trajectories. And those who are early, those are people who are going to benefit the most. Okay. So yeah, make sure y'all stay plugged into that. And okay, yep, send me, email me right there, guys. rhamilton19@gmail.com. Anybody got any questions? Otherwise, if somebody shared this out with you, get back to that person, because more than likely, they in position. Okay, they in position. But with that being said, man, I'm gonna let y'all go and enjoy y'all Friday. Look, be safe, be blessed. Ricardo Hamilton, Crypto Rick, M.I.M.S signing off. Lace up, let's get wealthy. Peace.